Hi students, welcome to the final exam review for Marketing 30-30-36. This is Professor Ahern. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information and provide you the document to help you start reviewing for your final examination. So a few things about the final that you should be aware of. The final exam will be open for the full duration of the time period in Blackboard that's specified on the syllabus. But one of the things that you need to remember is that you will be timed on the final. So once you start, the timing will begin on the final examination. The final exam will be given using a Respondus lockdown browser, which means that you are not to have any other files, information, or folders open during the examination. We'll also be using a webcam with the browser, which is standard protocol for lockdown browsers. You need to make sure you have a student ID or valid driver's license to begin the examination. So if you do not have a webcam, the university is allowing for loaner computers, loaner laptops. You can go on the Blackboard site, and we have made note on the Blackboard site under announcements on how you can request and receive a loaner laptop for purposes of using the final. So there should be no reason for any student not to have a webcam to be able to utilize for the final examination. It's very important that you get that taken care of ahead of time. The exam will have 50 multiple choice questions. I want to really warn people ahead of time that those multiple choice questions, you're not going to be able to Google, look them up, or get them previously because we're creating those multiple choice questions. So they're going to be based on actually the chapters 1 to 18, as well as the intro trend session that I did. So I did a short lecture on every single chapter throughout the book. As long as you've been going forward, reviewing that material and following it throughout the semester, I would guess that you're not going to have too many problems with this final examination. A best way to be able to really study for the exam is to look at the core focal areas of coverage. So if you think about each chapter that was covered, there's a few key slides that cover the material in that particular chapter. I've tried to really simplify that for you by putting a document up, a review document that took those key slides out of every chapter from both the intro all the way through the 18 chapters for you to be able to review and get familiar with for the examination. I'm not going to try to trick you with anything or put difficult questions. It's really going to be straight off that information that I've provided for you. So you should know those PowerPoint slides and know the information, which is really the core information about this class. You should, for those of you who want to do a little extra to really get yourself to prepare, if you've been reading chapters 1 to 18 like we've been assigning and looking at stuff, that's really going to help you with that extra 20% of some of the more difficult questions. And my guess is those are the people who get the best grades overall on the test. So, the multiple choice questions themselves will 80% of them will be largely drawn from those PowerPoint, and the other 20% will be from the reading. So that's what that's representing. So each chapter has what's called a glossary at the end of the chapter in the textbook. I would be familiar with those terms at the end of the glossary. So if I'm studying for the exam, I would focus on the PowerPoint slides and really know the glossary information. Best of luck with the examination. I hope your studying goes well. And I wanted to post this ahead of time to get people to start thinking about the final and preparing for it now. Please be sure to go through the PowerPoints and information that I post and become very familiar with it. Thank you.